Welcome to week 2. Here is what I've been working on. You may remember from the last video that I said that I was working with a particular art style. I was flipping through my composition book. Right here we can see a little bit of what I was trying to show you, but we really see it on this page. And I'm going to make the image clearer right here. In this video, you'll see a little bit of my process and how I take that paper sketch or draft and turn it into an animation. I'm animating from my phone with flipaclip. As you can see, it was a drummer. I was deciding on how I should have the drummer dressed, following a similar, relatively the same art style that I intended to use based on the sketch in my composition book. You'll get awesome content and insider knowledge on the kind of work that I'll be posting here on my channel. Make sure you make it to the end to see exactly what I'm talking about. So as a new animator, I slow down the video here to say that I animated this character the way that felt right, but it didn't necessarily look right. Here she is. As you can see, I stopped in the beginning because it didn't look right and I had to figure something else out. I looped it a few times so you can see. So here's what I figured out. I took a video of a GIF and I dropped it into flipaclip. And I drew the outlines of the legs that I wanted to make my walking animation smoother. Some would say this is cheating or tracing in the animation world, but I'm just formatting my legs to a basic walking animation. In case you're wondering, this process did take a while, but it was efficient enough for me. And I figured out that if I drew one line at a time on one side of the leg before moving on to the other side or to the other leg, that the process would go faster. Before we move on, I slow down the video to show you how I make my lines connected to make my triangular shape from the femur to the tibia and down to the heel. Here's where we move on. As you may be wondering or may not be wondering, the question, how do I get that tracing over to my character? Well, I have a simple answer for you. I circle the legs to basically move them over to the side that my character will be on. Here's also where I shrink them down to size to use them as a reference guide when drawing my character. I think you've seen enough of this process because I surely have, and we'll be moving on right now. Let's zoom into what we have thus far, the big copy and the little copy. This is also a screen recording, but I kept the orientation straight to 920 by 1080p. So for the top half, I just copied and pasted per frame. There's not a lot of differentiation between the top half as it is with legs moving. I did make it so that she's striking the drum, as you'll see further on in the video. And here I already decided on the color come by. So I'm using my paint bucket and I'm filling in the shapes of this character. As you can see, I'm hitting the wrong lines and changing everything into one color, but I did find a solution for that and I'll show you. Before I really got into coloring it, I seen that I had an issue. The leg was changing the same color as the foot or as the shoe, and I did not want that to be the case. So to go back in and draw the shoes separate. As you can see, at this point it's coming along pretty well. She's striking her drum, as I mentioned, and I'll do the same thing over on the left side, which is facing us. And to get my seamless coloring, what I did was I colored a layer underneath the black outline, and I copied and pasted that for each frame underneath each black outline to get my seamless coloring. While that may be the easy part, copying and pasting the color for the top half, the bottom half, I had to go in each frame and just paint bucket the legs and the shoes and the skirt. The reason why I didn't do the blue with the red and just copied and pasted like that, because I didn't feel like creating a new layer to keep the red and blue from mixing with the skirt, if you know what I mean. And I didn't feel like just drawing the blue with the red, well, coloring the blue with the red either, so I just go in with the paint bucket later. You'll see that as well. Don't worry, I haven't forgot to briefly talk about the background that I used, that I made in medibang. I saved it as a vector file, so the white isn't there, and I was able to put in my own background, which is the bonus content that I'll be showing you. Is a sneak peek to the intro to my animation that I was thinking about using, but I wanted to revamp it, make it look cooler. So here it is.
The following cartoon contains flashing colors, mild humor, cartoon violence, sensitive topics, mild language, and perhaps adult themes. Viewer discretion is advised.
So tell me how you like that, and if it's better than how I repurposed it. Yes, I did draw everything myself and make everything myself with a combination of medibang and flipaclip. So here is how I repurposed it. As you can see, the background with the grass is used as a vector image over that video, which I hope will look pretty cool and be something you'll enjoy for a long time. Also, I add video effects and touch up all of my videos in InShot. I decided that right here it might be a little bit cooler if I could just make her walk in place or have it so that the grass is moving with her. So that is what I'm going to do. If you may take advice from me and you want to create something that looks almost as cool or just as cool or even better, all you have to do is just work with what you can do and work with what you have. If you have a collection of files of things that you made or ideas or pictures or archives of different things that you made. Try to mesh it together and see what kind of creation that you'll get. Or if you know how to draw and you want to animate, then just draw as much as you can on each frame and see how it looks. Or not as much as you can, but just as a style that you like, and just keep working from there. Right here, I'm deleting those vector image background layers, because what I want to do is I saved a new vector image without the grass, and I want to have the grass moving. So I'll show you how I do that, but just over these clips, because right now it looks like she's walking in place. At this point, if you can't already tell, I'm moving the grass back a little bit because I'm copying and pasting it to give it a flowing or moving look as if it's going back. And what I'll do is I'll copy and paste it in the front, but use the tail end as the new beginning of the front. You'll see. I don't know why I tortured myself like this, but I'm trying to put the green flush against where the ground ends or where the frame ends, and the layer before it is showing through, so it looks it's blending in, and I'm just torturing myself at this point, but I'm getting it done. We are almost ready to see the finishing product, which will be the intro to my cartoon, Halcyon Sailor Well. So here, I downloaded the video from flipaclip, and I just hit every other layer. What I'm trying to do is hide the background with InShot. I want to be able to use her walking and place it over the video without having to keep redrawing her, copy and pasting her everywhere after the intro and the video. So I want to remove the background and not just have it white, but have it like a vector. So I'm trying to see how to remove background from a video or from a GIF. I decided to go with Futura, one of my favorites, to remove background images. Here I'm doing it for a video, for a free version. I also use Adobe sometimes. Get ready, you guys. I'm about to show you everything that I have thus far, and here's a reminder of where I came from with my animation. And please keep in mind that I do appreciate comments, and I do appreciate feedback and opinions and criticism and all of it. And I do need your opinions on my intros, my branding, everything. So without a further ado, please enjoy.
The following cartoon contains flashing colors, mild humor, cartoon violence, sensitive topics, mild language, and perhaps adult themes. Viewer discretion is advised.
So, how did you enjoy the video? Anything that you like or didn't like? Questions, comments, and concerns can be left in the comment section, and I'll get to it immediately. The main music of the video is from the artist Nightmare Neil, so shoutouts to him. The song's called Cash Flower. And I also want to address some of the questions that you may have had or still have, and that is why animate? I've wanted to pursue animation for about 10 years. I have been working on digital art since then, and I've created a story that I want to turn into a cartoon. I've already mapped it out, and it was just a matter of animation style. I would create an intro and then I would drop it and I would create another intro. So I'm finally starting to say, enough is enough. I want to do this. I want to get it out. So maybe inspire someone, maybe perhaps get a little monetization from it, maybe anything good. Just anything good, I'll take. So also, I tend to post every Saturday. If not Saturday, you'll definitely see a video from me Sundays. And I'll see you guys next week. Thanks for watching.